Oh, and by the way, I'm not inviting Kody and Robyn to my wedding. Hell no. They're not gonna do that to me. Nope.
So I just came to ask you a question, because I'm gonna be moving in a couple of weeks.
Why so early?
Sister Wives Christine Brown's cringe moment aimed at Robyn. And Meri Brown goes berserk, loses it over cruel feedback. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers, welcome to my update gossip channel. Was Sister Wives star Christine Brown Woolley's cringe moment aimed at her former sister wife, Robyn Brown. The two have cut ties since Christine left the plural family in 2021 but have been forced to be together for their kids a few times. So, did Christine do something she thought was cute when it was actually cringeworthy and disingenuous? When Christine Brown Woolley gathered her three sister wives and Kody Brown in 2021, she had a few announcements. The first was she was leaving them and the second was that she was moving from Flagstaff to Utah. Finally, she noted that she was distancing herself from Meri and Robyn Brown. Yet, Christine wanted to maintain her closeness with second wife, Janelle Brown. Robyn was very hurt by this because she interpreted it as Christine abandoning her and her 5 children. That was not the case. Christine moved to Utah and eventually fell in love with David Woolley. She knew from the first date that he was the one and vice versa. They started to plan a wedding before there was even an engagement. It was clear she had found her soulmate, but Kody maintained he had no idea what she was doing in Utah. Then, it was time for Gwendolyn Brown's wedding shower and everyone was invited. At the last minute, Kody and Robyn Brown opted to go so they would come face to face with Christine. Plus, they would meet her new man, David. While doing the introductions, Christine Brown leaned closer to David, resting on his shoulder. One fan said when she does this, she acts cringe, plus their kids along with Sister Wives fans are over the constant PDA. Though they are happy for Christine, it is a tad much. Yet, was her cuddle moment with David all for Robyn? A Reddit thread was started to discuss the interaction and the op believed she did it because she still cares for Kody. A follower had another idea. Prepared for downvotes. I think that move was more about Robyn. Lots of animosity there. Kody or Robyn? Sister Wives followers struggled back and forth. Was it about Kody and Robyn Brown, or is Christine Brown Woolley sincerely happy? Has she found her person and wants to celebrate it everywhere? There were a lot of mixed emotions, and for good reasons. I mean, she was married to the guy for 30 plus years. It's not particularly a shocker that some feelings may linger. Despite this, her and David look very happy together, and I think that's all that matters. Maybe it was just a show of support for David, who had to be the most uncomfortable. She was in a loveless marriage for almost 30 years. I'm sure she absolutely wants to stick it to him. There was also the thought that editing may have played a big part in how that scene looked to viewers. In the end, Christine and David appeared very happy, which undoubtedly makes Robyn and Kody squirm. That is likely enough for fans and Christine. Sister Wives star Meri Brown was in rare form recently when she was a victim of some horrific mudslinging. At one point the TLC reality star excused her language and then used a 4-letter word in a reprimand to a fan. At the same time, fans got to see Meri like they never have before. But something else also came out of this, and it's rather shocking. Sister Wives, sticks and stones don't break Meri Brown's bones, but maybe names will never hurt Meri Brown, but they sure get her riled up. She read off fan comments on a live sales event, and they weren't the usual nice ones that she highlights. She does these live events for the clothing line she sells. But it is almost as if she bypassed anything nice to highlight some of the vicious things people said to her. It was different to see Meri in attack mode. But it was shocking to hear the comments that got her there. The Sister Wives brides likely get their share of hatred via comments. But when you hear some of the horrible things sent to Meri Brown in the comments, it's very obvious why she doesn't usually address them. By doing so, it would only perpetuate some of these nasty blurbs. So, when fans bash Meri Brown or suggest something that might not be true, she doesn't give it any of her time. Still, up until now, fans didn't know the magnitude of some of these comments. But even if Meri decided to share, you might think some of these jabs are just too demeaning to repeat. But for some reason the sister wives' mom of one opened up the gate and acknowledged the haters and their derogatory remarks. Meri goes all out, fires off one by one. The sister wives' original matriarch started this rapid fire of slamming back when a fan critiqued her face. Meri was very diplomatic and sarcastically thanked the person for saying her face reminds her of a snake. Instead of calling her names or bashing back, she said she was honored by this unsolicited comment. Next, she said thank you. Then she elaborated a bit by saying she's never heard that description of her face before. With that, the fan was gone from the online group with a push of Meri's finger. Then another commenter asked her not to shout at them. Meri Brown was in prime shape after the snake comment. So, she also sarcastically addressed this comment by pointing out the volume button. She was on a roll. But then someone said something so horrendous about one of the sister wives' adult kids and Meri went ballistic. She used the F word. And she actually huffed and puffed on the screen. She also growled because she was so mad. The comment is too disgusting to repeat, and fans say Meri had every right to get so upset. Many of the fans came to her defense over this. But from the looks of Meri Brown, she didn't need another soul to defend her. She was seething on the screen after that comment popped up. Then when another fan suggested she calm down, she lit into her. "Don't you tell me to calm down," Meri said into the camera. Then she said I am going to go and off she went. The scene went to black. So, Sister Wives viewers caught a rare look at Meri Brown who couldn't ignore the atrocious comments anymore. This time she bit back hard. Sister Wives star Kody Brown was asked about the questions that he gets most from fans. Without any hesitation, the TLC reality star threw out not only one but 3 questions he hears most from fans. That question and answer event was only a few years ago. So, it's surprising to see how those answers don't seem fit today's Kody Brown. Sister Wives question number 1. Do the wives get jealous? Kody Brown shared the questions, but he also answered some of them as well. While doing so he sat on stage flanked by Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown. So, he got a word or two in but the sister wives ladies overpowered him at times. He seemed to take issue with the word juggle when asked how he juggles his wives so they get equal time. He doesn't juggle his wives, he makes sure they get his time. While he breezed by this question, the wives have said many times in the past that they do get jealous. But it is something they need to deal with at the time. Last season, on Sister Wives it seemed Christine hit on the jealous theme. She admitted it. She wanted the kind of marriage that Kody Brown has today with Robyn Brown. The pain became so overwhelming that she swore off polygamy for good. So, while Kody and the wives have said they deal with it, it looks like jealousy ended up as the culprit that wrecked one of his 4 marriages. Question number 2. Are you going to have another wife? The second question Kody Brown mentioned is, are you going to have another wife? He seemed to skirt over answering this. But it is worth mentioning the way he worded this. He didn't say the fans wanted to know if he'd marry again. No, he said the question is will you have another wife? That sounds more like will you add another wife to the show? Kody said before that he won't marry again. Plus, there's been big developments since this interview took place. Sister Wives fans learned Christine has left the shared husband. Then Kody himself seemed to say that Janelle and Meri are wives in name only. He is not in love with these ladies. While he loves them, it sounds as if he has a different kind of love for Robyn than the other women in his life. He even said he won't advocate for polygamy anymore. So, from the other things he's recently said, it sounds as if he's in a monogamous relationship with Robyn Brown. So, it sounds safe to say another wife wouldn't fit in under Kody Brown's circumstances today. Sister Wives question number 3. What's the schedule? This question is obviously about sleeping arrangements. So, before getting too elaborate, Kody said the fans just want to know that all his wives' needs are met. Well, that might sound good, but folks on social media don't seem all that worried about the wives' needs. This is the question they spent the majority of the time on while doing this Sister Wives interview. Kody doesn't have a schedule written down anywhere. He just flows from one wife to another. He makes adjustments for certain events like birthdays. But when they started to talk about the schedule, Robyn said, "We're not even obsessed with the schedule." Then Meri adds, "Why is everybody else?" Kody offered a comeback for that one. He cut them off and said that some of the wives became obsessed with the schedule. But he didn't mention any names. Although Robyn's reaction seemed to suggest she may know who he means. Janelle said their shared husband is very fair with the time he spends. But when the word schedule first popped up, the wives scowled as if it was a topic they didn't want to discuss. The screenshot above caught Christine's reaction to the schedule question during that interview. Kody seemed to turn a bit red when the topic of sleeping arrangements came up. Sister wives, all is different today. While these questions haunted the sister wives' spouses for years, the answers pretty much played out. So, fans can surmise there's no longer a need for a schedule. It also looks as if Kody Brown's polygamous days may be over. So, taking on another wife doesn't seem to be in the cards. But that question about jealousy is a big yes, as it played a part in splitting up the Brown family. Sister Wives star Kody Brown can add Meri Brown to his ex-wife list today, and this comes from what many think is a credible source. Fans of the TLC reality show thought that Kody had only one ex-wife, Christine Brown. But today that number seemed to double. Sister wives. Meri Brown vows not to leave Kody Brown. For years fans speculated that Meri was ready to jump ship. That ship would be the SS Kody. The original Sister Wives matriarch shot off cryptic messages that seemed to say she had one foot out the door. But one day not too long ago she came out swinging. Meri Brown pushed back at the rumors. She told her followers online that she loves this man, when she posted the pic of TH2 together below. She made it clear she had no intention of leaving. But as things got heated through the last few seasons, she said that she's thought about her options. Still, this led her to stay with Kody and the rest of the Sister Wives family. So, how does it happen that she's considered the ex-wife of Kody? Kody claims divorce not an option for him. The Sister Wives patriarch also took a stab at talking about divorce within the last few seasons. His take on this is that he doesn't have that option. He cannot leave any of his wives or divorce them. But he was sure to say that isn't the same rules his wives need to live by. The way Kody Brown deciphers his religion, he can't initiate a split from any of the women he married. But when they married him, he let them know that the door swung both ways. He brought them into this sister wives marriage, but they are free to leave anytime they want to. Well, Christine Brown took him up on it. But fans thought she was the only one. Now Meri is also listed as his ex-wife by none other than Google. Sister wives, does the truth come out for Meri? Meri doesn't look much like a married woman these days online. For that matter, neither do any of the 3 women who married him a few decades ago. The only one who looks like a wife is Robyn Brown. But that's only because of what the other family members say about her marriage to their shared husband. Robyn doesn't post online, but her family members have said enough to fill in their followers. So, is Meri the ex-wife of Kody? Well, Google says so. When you search, Meri Brown, or, who is Meri Brown, she is, the ex-wife of Kody Brown. Google didn't give Meri her own identity, she happens to be just his ex-wife. Instead, a reality star, an entrepreneur, a mom, or even one of the Sister Wives cast would at least describe her more accurately. But if Google says she's Kody's ex-wife, then that's the description of Meri seen around the world. Did Google get it right? Google did the same thing to Kody as well. They stripped away his identity markers of a reality show personality, father of 18, and husband of 3. The search engine describes Kody as Christine Brown's ex-husband. Janelle Brown is Kody's wife, as well as Robyn Brown. But for some reason, Robyn is the only Sister Wives bride who has actress in her Google description. Maybe Google knows something the Sister Wives fans don't. So, are these descriptions accurate, and did Meri leave Kody Brown when everyone was sleeping? Or did Google take liberties after all the questions it gets on this topic? Maybe the big search engine became tired of the same question about their marriage. So, maybe it decided to post a blurb of its own. Meri Brown says she's never going to leave her husband, but that was a while ago, so maybe things have changed for this TLC reality show wife. Sister Wives star Kody Brown was asked about the questions that he gets most from fans. Without any hesitation, the TLC reality star threw out not only one but 3 questions he hears most from fans. That question and answer event was only a few years ago. So, it's surprising to see how those answers don't seem fit today's Kody Brown. Sister Wives question number 1. Do the wives get jealous? Kody Brown shared the questions, but he also answered some of them as well. While doing so, he sat on stage flanked by Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown. So, he got a word or two in, but the Sister Wives ladies overpowered him at times. He seemed to take issue with the word juggle when asked how he juggles his wives so they get equal time. He doesn't juggle his wives, he makes sure they get his time. While he breezed by this question, the wives have said many times in the past that they do get jealous. But it is something they need to deal with at the time. Last season on Sister Wives, it seemed Christine hit on the jealous theme. She admitted it. She wanted the kind of marriage that Kody Brown has today with Robyn Brown. The pain became so overwhelming that she swore off polygamy for good. So, while Kody and the wives have said they deal with it, it looks like jealousy ended up as the culprit that wrecked one of his 4 marriages. Question number 2. Are you going to have another wife? The second question Kody Brown mentioned is, are you going to have another wife? He seemed to skirt over answering this. But it is worth mentioning the way he worded this. He didn't say the fans wanted to know if he'd marry again. No, he said the question is, will you have another wife? That sounds more like, will you add another wife to the show? Kody said before that he won't marry again. Plus, there's been big developments since this interview took place. Sister Wives fans learned Christine has left the shared husband. Then Kody himself seemed to say that Janelle and Meri are wives in name only. He is not in love with these ladies. While he loves them, it sounds as if he has a different kind of love for Robyn than the other women in his life. He even said he won't advocate for polygamy anymore. So, from the other things he's recently said, it sounds as if he's in a monogamous relationship with Robyn Brown. So, it sounds safe to say another wife wouldn't fit in under Kody Brown's circumstances today. Sister Wives star Kody Brown devised a plan for Meri Brown to bring her back into his good graces. It sounded as if there was a chance for her to reboot the relationship they once shared. But one of the steps of his plan seemed almost impossible. Sister Wives, did Kody Brown give Meri Brown false hope? Over the last few seasons, Meri Brown made passes at Kody Brown. But it got her nowhere. At the time, viewers knew they were on the outs. But what they didn't know was that Kody hadn't been intimate with her for more than a decade. So, it sounds like a lot more time passed since they lived as a married couple than fans first realized. But Kody's first spouse hasn't given up. She mentioned the possibility of renewing their relationship a few times on Sister Wives. One of those times when Meri Brown suggested they try again, Kody responded a bit more favorably. But he came back at her with a few things that need to happen first. But it wasn't anything that he needed to do. It all seemed to fall on wife number 1. Kody tries to make peace. At the time, Kody gave Meri a to-do list, but it seemed a bit unfair to fans. He tasked her with fixing her relationships with her co-wives. Kody said he didn't like the way she treated the other sister wives back then. While fans knew the wives didn't always see eye to eye, they didn't think it was that bad. But looking back at some of the things the ladies said might offer a hint. It could suggest that it was pretty bad. Both Christine Brown and Janelle Brown are protective of their kids. So, a few times, they alluded to not liking the way Meri treated some of their children. But perhaps the most telling of incidents popped up a couple of years back from one of the adult children. Who is the monster among the sister wives? Janelle's daughter, Maddie Brown Brush, wrote a scathing account of someone treating her horribly while growing up. Maddie never mentioned a name when she dropped this description in a rage. Plus, it looked as if this was in retaliation to a reprimand Meri put online just minutes before. Kody's first bride also never mentioned a name. But this had to do with sales of the clothing line that Meri and other sister wives peddle. At the time, Maddie Brown was on her sales team. Meri wrote that it's not a hobby and that someone needs to take it more seriously. Even if she didn't mention a name, it started something. It looks like Maddie replied to that reprimand online. She called this person from her childhood a monster, along with a few other things. Maddie deleted her post soon after. But in a digital world, it's hard to make things go away. A few more hints. In another incident, Christine told Meri Brown on camera that she was happy she didn't show up for the birth of Maddie's first child. She told the original Sister Wives matriarch that she brings too much baggage with her when she enters a room. Then at one point, Janelle went to consoling with the first wife. The two couldn't even ride in the same car at the time. So, it looks like Kody Brown wanted this type of stuff to end. This way he could work on getting back with the first woman he married. While he said it might never be the same, he was willing to work at creating something new with her. That's if the right conditions were met. Getting along with the other family members, particularly the co-wives, was what he wanted. Sister wives. Did Meri tackle Kody's to-do list? Nothing more was ever said about Meri Brown taking on the task Kody requested. But today it looks as if Meri is only friendly with one of the sister wives. That's Robyn Brown. Even with Robyn, it seemed touch and go for a while. Plus, Meri Brown recently seemed to stop calling Robyn her best friend. Now that title goes to Jen Sullivan. But Meri said just 2 weeks ago that she has a playroom in her home for Robyn's kids when they visit. She also said Robyn dropped by with her kids and shared a funny story about it. With Christine gone, it looks like Meri needs to mend fences with Janelle to satisfy Kody's stipulations. The two seem cordial when seen on TLC. But if they can't even ride together in a car, that seems to say there's a lot of work that needs done. That is if Meri Brown wants Kody back as a real husband, instead of in name only. So, as the season 17 rolls out on Sunday, September 11, 2022, that's something to watch for. Maybe the TLC series will drop a few hints about Meri Brown following Kody Brown's plan. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown and Christine Brown are walking on air today. The reality stars just got the news that two co-moms will be grandmas again. Maddie Brown Brush announced on Friday that baby Brush would arrive in February. Sister Wives. Christine Brown adores her shared grandchildren. The Sister Wives star commented on Maddie Brush's adorable photo of her two older children, Axel Brush and Evie Brush. The tots are sporting cute tees that announce the family's happy news that reads, Big Sister and Big Brother. Sister Wives star Christine quickly responded to the baby news saying, "Can't wait for another grandbaby." Over the years, the TLC star Christine revealed to her social media followers that she is at her happiest when she is with her grandchildren. The women remain very close despite her divorce from ex-Kody Brown. Janelle Brown loves that she is as excited as she is with Maddie's news. Christine always stated she was perfectly content being a stay-at-home mom. That helped Janelle Brown immensely over the years. While she pursued her career, she knew her children with Kody Brown were being cared for by Christine's loving hand. Both Janelle and Christine consider themselves equal parents to their kids raised together. So, this is huge news for both of them as they celebrated impeding grandmotherhood again. TLC fans excited too. Maddie Brush's baby announcement has Sister Wives fans. The stars are flooding the comments section with congratulatory wishes. This is the second Sister Wives family baby announcement in the last few weeks. Earlier this month, Christine's daughter, Mykelti Brown Padron, announced in a tricky way that she and her husband, Tony Padron, were expecting twins. The couple stopped by her mom's house to joke with her. They told her that they were planning on moving to Arizona. She did not take the news well and broke out in tears. Mykelti's husband couldn't take seeing his mother-in-law so broken up and revealed they were not moving away. They were just having twins. Sister Wives. Janelle and Christine Brown's relationship continues to grow. The Sister Wives stars are so happy that they will get to experience the births of both Mykelti and Maddie's next children. The two glowing grandmas already spend tons of time together as close friends. The new family members will add to their connection and give them even more happy times together as they watch the children and grandkids grow up. TLC fans are happy for Christine and Janelle and look forward to seeing the proud grandparents share many new adventures and memories with their new littles. Sister Wives fans are curious about how Kody Brown feels about the new additions. They wonder if Grandpa Kody is as excited as the grandmas or is too wrapped up in his life to take notice. But, either way, fans are thrilled and want to congratulate Maddie Brush and Caleb Brush on their happy baby news. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.